welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Bulls will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Tulane's offense will go to work first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on.
Breaks into the open. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane to the line, facing second and short. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Spits it out to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Burns. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Throws to the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here's the pressure. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Touchdown, Green Wave! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
On the move for from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulls offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys.
There he goes. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bulls in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. Looking left. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rourke. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to start the 2nd quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that... Turning it on! Quick step and go! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. He's got it. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Green
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throwing right. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Give to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Tulane! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, running back gets to give.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football.
Makes a grab on the shot. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, USF!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up 14 over Purdue.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, that is a big play offensively to make that catch off the deflection because it gives them the first down. It keeps the chains moving. Remember, they're in their own end of the field here. If they don't make that play, they've got a punt, and they've set their opponent up with great field position.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Hit as he throws. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets it out quickly, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's back. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Roy. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Bulls want to move quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Bulls. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and more. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Green Wave! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. That's reeled in. It's Rourke. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They'll start this drive with a pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy.
There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Got his man on the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Release to the back. He's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Bulls will hustle from the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw again. Pick off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Completes it in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive, going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Bringing the heat. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.